Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mr. Joe's Bitcoin Look Ahead series. I'm here again after a lot of time off to take care of other business, but I'm back now and hopefully for good. While the last 2 months have been an absolute roller coaster for Bitcoin, I'd like to focus on the most recent and pressing of Bitcoin news, the Bitfinex hack. When, what, how, and what now? Firstly, for the coverage most of you already know. At 6:02 PM GMT on the 2nd of August, Bitfinex froze its trading engine and took the website offline after an announcement that a hack had taken place and they'd lost approximately 119,756 bitcoins, or roughly $70 million at the moment of the hack. Bitfinex as an exchange is still on downtime while they are working on various solutions to prevent company insolvency and secure their remaining assets. As of 3:51 PM GMT on the 6th of August, they have proposed a solution. In an effort to avoid bankruptcy and total loss of assets, Bitfinex appears to have opted for an IVA, where they'll immediately seize 36% of all customer assets on the website to offset the loss, and propose a BFX token which will be used to pay back their creditors over a business period. The update reads as follows. In place of the loss in each wallet, we are crediting a token labeled BFX to record each customer's discrete losses. Tokens will be distributed without release or waiver. The BFX tokens will remain outstanding until redeemed in full by Bitfinex or possibly exchanged, upon the creditor's request and Bitfinex acceptance, for shares in iFinex Incorporated. It appears that these tokens will exist on the website itself as a quote-unquote physical ledger to the creditor's balance. There are several rumors that these tokens may be generated in a sort of altcoin that may be sold OTC or even on selected exchanges. However, I do not have confirmation at this time. In any event, I have personally seen some interest in purchasing these tokens between users in the Whale Club and Whale Pool telegrams. The elephant in the room, however, is how much of Bitfinex's assets will be contributing to this loss directly. With their status as the most popular BTC-USD symbol exchange, their income from the trading fees, which can go up to 0.2% on each side of the trade, is significant. There is no official fiscal quarter since it's a privately held company, but the website appears to pull in an average of maybe $2 million per month, not accounting for expenses. And yet, their press release doesn't make any mention of the company offset. With looming legal action threats, this might be a very decisive factor. Let's explore the how of this hack. As a disclaimer, this is my own and best interpretation, as I believe no official statement for the method has been released at time of scripting or publishing. Now, for a 3-hour period, a hacker used the required 2 API keys of the available 3 keys to quietly empty and withdraw from Bitfinex using BitGo, a company who, as of the 3rd of June, partnered with BFX to innovate the first proof of reserve in real-time exchange. A constant worry to certain investors with the anonymity of cryptocurrency that the exchange is not functioning on a fractional reserve basis. As I mentioned before, there are in theory 3 keys. These are thought to be the BFX offline key, the BFX online key, and BitGo's key, which was issued in what BitGo calls a unique configuration, as per the release where they claimed no liability. Indeed, it was confirmed that BitGo acts as defined by the customer. Organizationally, there has been a lot of confusion about whether or not Bitfinex uses hot or cold wallets. As jargon, these are the difference between available or vulnerable online wallets, hot, or cold. Private keys are the wallet access is offline and safe. With the included extract from Bitfinex's BitGo FAQs, it appears that every customer's wallet is now hot, but with access segregated between 2 parties, making them theoretically only reachable with simultaneous consent of both Bitfinex and BitGo. While their website lists that hot wallets only contain 0.5% of funds for ready transfer, which the hack grossly exceeded, the exchange has confirmed that it is solely for Ethereum. However misleading this made their security front page. While it infers that customer funds are visible on the blockchain, the page does lead the user to believe that only a separate hot wallet is open for withdrawal, which user wallets are settled on a sub-process against them. What we have seen is transfers going directly from customer wallets to another address, without a pit stop at a BFX hot wallet. This is available in a pastebin file inside the video. It appears a master key was used from Bitfinex's side and accepted by BitGo, then utilized for the transfers. The BitGo API allows the customer to create API keys to their account to have multiple variables of function. While it would seem rational that a spending limit would be placed on utilized keys to avoid mass withdrawals as per the available options shown, a master key may have been made or available which bypasses this. As these images show, however, it would require a human interaction between BitGo and Bitfinex for either SMS confirmation of a change to these API keys or 2FA approval before a change is made, as confirmed by the BitGo CEO Mike Belshie. This is where it becomes entirely speculation. Until Bitfinex and BitGo clear up which API keys were used and if they were already in existence before the hack and which rights the key had, it becomes difficult to track the point of failure. If there was a master key, online or offline, which had all the available rights that caused BitGo to quote-unquote rubber stamp any requested transaction from Bitfinex, that would be a possible point of failure for skating around the multi-party and multi-sig security. What happens now depends on Bitfinex's ability to keep customer confidence. With an exchange on 5 consecutive days of downtime and an already 36% haircut on customer assets, regardless of class and the legality of it depending on the jurisdiction, a run of the bank seems inevitable. The Bitfinex IOUs do need an exchange to operate as prior in order to get them paid back over time. As of time of scripting, the Bitfinex has stated that they will bring up their own exchange in about 3 stages. Stage 1, which will be to allow investors to view the state of their accounts and their balances. Stage 2 will be enabling withdrawals, and which won't happen until at least Monday because the banks are closed. And Stage 3 will be re-enabling trading. Stage 2 and 3 may happen at the same time at their discretion. Speaking of jurisdiction, the CFTC did recently investigate and fine Bitfinex $75,000 for non-compliance with the required delivery of assets to the customer, instead of their conglomerate wallet controlled exclusively by the exchange. See more details at the link in the video below. Bitfinex, however, to their credit, performed proactively with the CFTC, and it appears that the BitGo partnership killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Possible CFTC compliance on one hand while shooting for Bitcoin innovation with the other. Unfortunately, with the hack, Bitfinex has recently withdrew all funds into one cold wallet for what I'm assuming is security reorganization. Nothing official yet, however. But these do break CFTC rules. Bitfinex has refused to comment as well regarding their law enforcement oversight since this hack. And the FTC has already pursued those they deem to have insufficient or deceptive security practices, so we'll likely see some further guidance from the agency to the exchange in the future. It's also my impression that socialized losses are illegal to enforce on US customers, which does leave Bitfinex open and liable to legal action. With legal fees and what will likely be a multi-year battle, however, customers who choose this route will have to carefully calculate whether or not it's worth it to pursue it. While a lot of threats have been made, I have yet to see the exchange actually serve papers. The gauntlet has been thrown down, and it's up to Bitfinex, a long-standing exchange which has admirably been keeping near constant communication with its customers during this crisis, and keep their confidence going and press onwards and upwards. But personally, I will not be back, since least of all they are restricting withdrawals to Texas, so I hope this informal and strictly speculative summary helps give you a grasp of the last week, but please wait for their official press releases before calling your legal counsel. Everything to make this video was found in the public social media spaces, and I do not have any inside information, sadly. Thank you very much for watching, and cheers.